Howdy. Okay, I'm not going to take much time to explain everything or to start it like that. Okay, so this is my lineup because, yeah, first of all, I got Yelan. I like Lynette and she needs leveling and such. I got Fremine, of course. I mean, not of course I got him, but I went for getting him. Fortunately, not got child in the process. As far as I think, I'm my next 5-star will be a 50-50. So who knows? But I don't want to pull for anyone or anything. I don't think that in the next update there will be a 4-star character. Fortunately, and in some regards, fortunately, but I don't care about the two that we are. At least now, I don't care about the two that we are told that we will get. Novillet will be one of them. The other one is something like with Vicky, with something. But I think after that, in 4.3-ish, we will get the Archon. So that's where I'm going. That's what I'm going for. And yeah, I need to collect because yeah, I have this much. I have 95 here. I spent a few because I was angry. At that point, I wanted the next next 4-star here. As you can see, it wasn't with the luckiest pulls. So I'm going for I was going for Fremine. I got him. So now I'm leveling, and actually fun character, nothing big, nothing important, nothing too interesting about him, other than, well, another 4-star character. Also, let's just jump to. I don't even know where I need to jump because I have to unlock the. This is too high up here now. How would I? Can I? Sorry, I'm messing with the microphone here. Yeah, this way it's quite okay-ish at this point. Yeah. So let's see. Because I'm always putting this. Because I whenever I had time. Oh, that's very close. Whenever I had time, then I was tired. Whenever I wasn't tired, I did not have time. Oh,
Hello,
right here.
Traveler. Have you ever heard of a moment of dreams?
But I'm going to work in 2 hours, so no way. These are usually like 4 hours and ish for me, and I want to do both of them because I want to do them because I want to get the weekly boss, and I think we'll get it after we're finished with the second. However, even if I can do just like 2 hours at a time, even between working schedules, because I'm working 12-hour shifts, so it's harder to fill it in. So even then, I would go for that because I want to get that boss because I need its drops for leveling up talents. So that's basically the reason for me to do this.
Oh, that sounds like some kind of sweet drink.
I'm afraid not. It's the name of an event we started to hold regularly. Dreams have become quite the hot topic in Sumeru, and many people are excited to share the dreams they've seen at night.
So one thing that I'm adding that okay, I know that I'm getting distracted with my thoughts, and probably that will happen. I cannot cure myself out from that, but I will probably not comment with just simple things. I mean, I'm trying not to with just simple things because I'm usually doing that.
The same goes for me. The last time I dreamed was when I was but a little child, so I can't help but feel excited and nostalgic about dreaming again.
Oh, right. Everyone's able to dream again now.
Yes, we organized an event to give everyone with new dreams a platform to freely share their experiences. And thus our event, A Moment of Dreams, was born.
Yay.
So it's kind of like a fireside chat.
You could say that. We hear all sorts of wild and fabulous stories every day. Really, why not have a listen for yourselves?
I can understand your curiosity.
Yeah, but to us, dreaming is as normal as breathing.
Hehe.
Wait, but if there are free drinks and snacks involved, then Paimon might consider it.
Of course.
Oh, really? So you mean you've already seen many dreams?
Yep.
But no need to get so excited. It's really nothing special.
No. We need experienced participants like you to share your experiences with dreaming. Please allow me to address you two as dream experts.
Of course. Just because we are not from Sumeru. Normal people, you know. Sounds kind of weird, and there are some things that expert just doesn't seem to go with.
Oh, expert? Paimon kind of likes it.
Yeah, of course.
Now you seem interested. Please, follow me to the meeting place. It won't take much of your time. Rest assured, you'll find all the drinks and snacks you'd like there.
Wow, how accommodating. Sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. We should see what the traveler thinks first.
Well, I have to do this because I want to... Oh, okay. So.
Why aren't you saying anything?
You're the boss. I don't think I really have a choice.
Alright, hurry up and take us to be dream experts.
Very good. Follow me then.
Right. So I just want to get Nahida stories finished, so it's not like...
What's the most important part of being an expert?
Well, I suppose it must be accumulating knowledge and sharing your experiences?
Nope, it's all about the title. From now...
Well-
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. We finally have some real dream experts joining us.
Yeah, they really interrupted.
Esteemed experts, this way, please. Ahem. Now, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them.
I feel like my voice is like as if I'm having a cold or something, as if my nose. But does it like always seem like that, or just now?
They must be dream experts from another land. Great.
Oh, I have a
Dream
question.
expert.
Me first.
Yeah.
No rush. Everyone, please line up and ask in an orderly fashion.
How happy they are! Hey, we're dreaming! Yay!
Whoa, Paimon didn't expect them to be so enthusiastic.
And they were so against-ish dreaming before that, but maybe it was just because of the academia.
My question is simple. My everyday life is very difficult, so I would like to become a slime in my dreams.
What?
How can I do that?
Okay, that doesn't work like that.
Oh, Paimon knows. Paimon's had this kind of dream before, so she knows a thing or two. The first time, Paimon became an animal slime. Paimon was shot by an adventurer's arrow and flew in the sky all night long.
What?
The second time, Paimon became a dendro slime. A group of kids thought Paimon was a radish and pulled out all the grass on her head. Oh, it was super painful.
But now you're just telling your experiences, but they want to experience them on their own.
The third time, Paimon became a
This
crying
guy-
slime. In the end, Paimon was captured by a chef and turned into a smoothie.
These guys don't understand it either.
And the fourth time, showed up with all of its relatives and Paimon lost again.
Wait, why did all of your dreams end so tragically?
Because slimes are monsters, even though they look cute, they usually cause trouble and end up getting killed by adventurers. Things don't tend to end well for monsters. Believe Paimon.
Huh. I want to interrupt, but at least she's grasped the standard tropes of adventurer stories. Huh?
I suppose you're right. They are monsters, after all. I just want to experience a different life, but it seems that becoming a monster would be even worse than my current life.
Oh, yeah, so... then what made you think that experiencing what it is like a slime would improve? Will be an improvement.
Maybe I'd be happier if I became just a regular finch. Or fish.
Do you want to change into something? Why not just experience something?
Looks like being an expert is way easier than Paimon imagined. Next!
Oh, it's my turn. Esteemed expert, I want to know what posture I should sleep in, so I can have the same dream as the one I had last night.
That's not how it... Yes, please enlighten us, esteemed expert.
Hey, you're supposed to be helping.
Nope, that's not how it works.
First, why don't you tell Paimon about the dream you want to have again?
Oh, maybe he doesn't want to.
Oh, it's quite ordinary. I sat and chatted with my wife on a sunny day, listening to the breeze blowing through the valley.
Oh, I can see. The wife is not there anymore, and that's why... okay, that's a different one.
Why don't you just find your wife and talk with her?
Oh.
There's no need to wait for a dream.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away.
But then you reside in the past, and you should go forward with your life. So that's residing in a dream as well. It will not help you with your life and with your wife. So yeah, and that's not what I would suggest even doing. I know that it's okay, it's difficult, it's hard, but it's a yeah, it's one of the hardest things to let things go, basically. And that's so different that it sounds so generic. So learning how to not getting attached, it's again not a good thing, because when his life was alive, then he definitely needed to get attached, even if in modern society is quite against that type. That people don't want to get attached, and they have attachment issues and whatnot, blah blah blah. But actually, that's the best part of it, when you can get attached to someone, even something, but mostly to someone who is attached to you as well. So it's mutual things. Then that's basically the best type of experience in life, I think. I'm trying to think of something that might be better, but actually in my life, the best time was when I was loved back, and when we were just together with the person who we were attached to each other with. That's when I was the happiest. So I can get him very much.
Oh, sorry. Paimon shouldn't have assumed anything.
Yep. Did you assume? Did you assume his? How's it called? Did you assume his Facebook status?
No, it's fine. I didn't make that clear. I just want a chance to see her again.
Have you tried looking at her photos right before you fall asleep? Yeah, that's kinda that. But probably his thoughts are already around, because something making us remember something in our dreams, it's usually when some things happen during the day that affects our dreams. It can affect our dreams easier because you know, the synapses were activated during the day, and because in the brain, when something is where something is stored, the things that are connected to that thing that we're talking about, connected by feeling, because that was the place where it happened, or like the type of emotion that we were feeling back then. That's a pretty and that's actually a strong one. Those so the physically might not be close to each other, but it's more like there's a neural connection to that. So when we trigger one, then it is like probably triggering something. Like it works very much with smell or a taste. When you taste something that you didn't taste for years, then you just taste it again, and suddenly you're like feeling same things, remembering the same things. That's how it works in common language, basically. So if you, for example, an emotion in this case, or a person, then when you trigger it during the day, it's easier to bring it out. But this is how it can, that something might have triggered you in some way. It could bring out a very different thing, because you don't connect it consciously, but your subconscious sees that connection. It didn't come out during the day, but during the night, that connection was during the dream. That connection was there, and it assumes that it might be relevant. So you can. It could happen that you're not dreaming about what you experienced during the day, but the thing that it was connected to. It was connected to with this neural type of connection. I'm very, very bad. I don't think that I would be able to explain this in Hungarian better, but this is one of the best experiences. I mean, most interesting experiences that I like to talk about. Actually, even though that I explaining is difficult, but the experience itself, or more like this phenomenon, let's call it a phenomenon. This is a very interesting one, and it's a very fun one. Except when you wake up and you find yourself having feelings to someone that you were over years ago, and you dreamt that you were together. Those feelings were active during your sleeping, during your dream, and when you wake up and you remember that dream, then it's like, oh shit, like I have to get over it again. And sometimes it can take days, but definitely not the same, because that happened already. You got over it, but it could be an intense feeling that could last for days to get over again. It's a less active, less conscious thing, but and and it's infuriating. It could be infuriating in some ways. I don't like that part, but I find it funny, actually, still, even then, because sometimes it just makes you feel, makes you have the same. It makes you have the same experiences that you were longing for, or you enjoyed, and that you cannot trigger it. It cannot be triggered this way, like looking at the photos or something that makes probably makes you sad. But at that point, you actually can feel that if you're conscious about it, then it could be good. If you're not, then as I'm saying, it could make you sad instead. But it can be many different things, not just like remembering your feelings or having this having not rejuvenated, but having relived the same or similar experiences that you had back then. It's a very fun thing. Oh, yeah, Sunaru, this is about dreaming, so I will get distracted a lot, which I shouldn't do now, whatever.
Yeah, it's not really about posture. What you think about right before falling asleep is probably way more important.
Yep.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
Nope. But they will be so angry about this when they try and it will not happen the same way, and they will like complaining about it.
Think about it. If you're the one thinking about her, and you're the one that'll be dreaming about her, then it'll be easier to connect your thoughts and dreams.
You do have a point. I'll give it a try tonight. Thanks for your wise advice.
Oh, my turn.
Really?
I want to know the name of the plant in my dream.
What?
I want to bring the souvenir box to my room into my dream.
What?
I dreamt of a raven flying over the wasteland last night. Does that have any kind of special meaning?
Well, that's actually the among all of them. This might be actually the easiest one to get to. Well, what happens? What means what in a dream? But because I mean, not the easiest. This can be the most accurate to get into.
Hey, no rush! One at a time!
For a long time, the expert. What?
Their questions were way too difficult. We don't actually know anything more than they do. We're just more experienced dreamers, that's all.
They didn't really care about the answers. Vivid dreams are just really exciting to them. Yeah.
You do have a point. It's more rewarding to explore and contemplate the meaning of a question than to focus on the answer itself.
And at this point, we should go and ask Nahida about dreams, actually.
Right now, these people are like wanderers who've starved for 3 days and 3 nights and are desperate to replenish their energy. Any explanation they get now is like pure sustenance to them, no matter how good the explanation really is.
Yeah, instead 3 days, try 500 years.
Oh, and now that Paimon has said that, you know who comes to mind?
Nahida!
Bingo! If she was here, she'd probably be making some similar analogy.
Yeah, because you're smart as her.
Unfortunately, she's super busy right now and may not have time for gatherings like this.
Dear experts, we have another guest who would like to consult you.
But you saw how we answered all the questions just now. We're not really all that knowledgeable.
Ah, but this guest is rather special.
Huh? Okay, so Nahida herself. Uh-huh.
My question is, why didn't you immediately tell me about such an interesting place?
What?
Huh? Nahida, how did you get here? Interesting events like a moment of dreams don't happen every day after all. No matter how busy things are, I'd still set aside some time to check it out.
Ah, but how would we know that?
Anyway, I really didn't expect to meet you here. Oh, right! If there's anyone that understands dreams, it's you! You should be able to help us answer all these questions. You're not wrong. Alright, they can ask me anything. The more interesting, the better.
Yay! They are afraid of asking the Archon?
Huh? What's wrong? You were all so excited a minute ago. Why the sudden hesitation?
Yeah, I think they need to build up some courage first. Okay, so if this will be about how they basically got an Archon right now instead of the Academy, and they are like revering their Archon, and they don't want to they don't want to get their quote unquote silly dreams bother her. That's understandable.
Even so, it's not like I look super intimidating or anything, right? And in terms of reputation and renown, you've also done many great things in Sumeru, yet they didn't even flinch at you.
Still not quite the same as approaching an Archon.
Alas, the interesting questions have all vanished in an instant. It appears I'm the one spoiling the fun here. I'll see myself out.
Oh, I feel for her so much.
That's not true, Nahida. I don't want to get in the way of the original purpose of a Moment of Dreams, which is to let people gather here and freely share their marvelous dreams. Now the atmosphere here is like water poured into a container. The water is more secure and settled, but it has lost its free-flowing nature from the river.
That's a very good analogy. That's okay. Paimon cannot bring something like that.
I just want it to be another drop in the water, not the cold and restrictive container.
Is she doing what I think she is? What?
She's sulking. Hey! It's alright, everyone! No need to be shy. The Dendro Archon is really nice, so please just go ahead and ask. Otherwise, she'll leave.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Oh, it's the slime guy.
Yeah.
Hey, drop the nicknames, would you? Besides, I don't want to become a slime anymore. Maybe a finch or fish is more suitable for me.
Yeah.
I see. So you want to become a small animal in your dreams, right? Why do you think that sounds good to you?
Oh, that's cool. She's a psychologist.
I guess I just want to experience something different. My everyday life is nothing but the same. The sky is right above me and the ocean just over the horizon, yet I remain caged in a life of monotony.
Okay, I'm not gonna get into that because these are that's so cool. That's that's the best thing because that's like a psychologist and a patient and also he's in general, so it's not about this, but he is that it's the dream is an escape. They definitely see it that way at this point, and for the brain it kind of is, and or maybe not, but in one aspect you get what daydreaming is definitely an escape. So for them, dreams are like where they would dump their problems, or they would like to have, but they don't know what dreaming actually is. So for them, understanding dreaming would be a much better, but understanding why they want to dream or why they want to escape, and it's about escapism here. Why they want to escape stuff or their lives is much more interesting because they definitely would want to talk about it and would want to try to change their everyday lives, but they did not get any notion about how they would be able to do that. Probably they live their lives with the thought that they cannot actually do anything like that in just an instant, or maybe it's hard work, or maybe they even feel that it's an impossible thing. So that's why they need escapism for, which in this case is dreaming. So they would like to use it, but with mental health issues, because that's one of those. With mental health issues, if they can better their life. It's not actually. I wouldn't say it's curing in this case, at least. Some more serious cases, definitely, to cure the situation or the issues with their lives through mental health and improving their mental health. That would be a better approach. Because then they might not use dreaming for escapism, but like more for enjoyment just by itself, or they would be like interested in talking out the dreams not because they want something out of it, but because they had a fun experience of it. So the issue is in a completely different matter. It's not a dreaming; it's their lives, and that is basically true for probably for all of them. But what we were getting into with the three main persons, people who were talking about it, talking about their own, or just two, I don't know. That was the issue. So their mental health is more important. It's it's about their lives. It's not their dreams. And Nahida was like, okay, I was like snapping. So Nahida was like so quick to understand that part.
So you want to experience something new in your dreams? Sorry, I'm getting a little confused. Why don't you seek out some new experiences in real life?
And definitely because in your dreams you can experience something that re-experience or something, or like okay, your imagination can go through so many different things, but everything is coming from your brain. So everything that you're thinking as that was something that maybe it's the smallest detail or aspects but they were stored there because you heard, you experienced, you've seen, you felt, or something that brings up a whole other mix. But this is actually what can bring you new things, new experiences, and you can do that. Maybe it will not be that grandiose, like a dinosaur flying in the sky and jumping in front of you with like miniguns and whatnot, and you're the hero who will ride it and whatever stuff. It might not be that that exciting that way, and it might be more dangerous and more affecting your reality. But that's that would definitely make, with new experiences, it will definitely make your dreams more exciting as well.
Because if I don't work, I won't have any Mora.
Yeah?
Sure, I don't want to be out hammering nails and cutting wood every day, but I have aging parents and young children to take care of.
Haha.
By the time this all dawned on me, I realized that my life has already been filled to the brim by trifling matters, and I have no more freedom.
Yes, freedom. It's the key word here.
But if that's the case, then even if you became a flying bird or swimming fish, you will still be hammering nails and cutting wood in your dreams.
Maybe it would be even more sad to live your everyday life if there would be like a thought or like how escapism is like video games. So many people are getting addicted to video games because their life is dull, and because with so many video games there are so many different experiences. Their life is same, so it gets more sad and sad and sad. So escapism is needed, and some people will turn to alcohol or drugs or whatever, just to either have different. No, it's not. It's not even the first. They might experience it that they have different feelings with the life, and it's more easier to endure. But in time, it will be just about enduring and getting addicted to enduring, not actually the drugs or alcohol or whatnot, but then or video games. It will be like, oh, I can't wait to get home to just sit in front of my computer and like not feeling the sadness of my life. That's not a problem if it's like moderate, and if you are actually taking time or an effort to change your life, even if it's slowly. But just not like get into that with okay, that's what it is, because this guy that's what this guy is doing. That's what it is. I cannot change it.
The reason is you've already been caged. It doesn't matter what your physical body turns into. Your mind will still be stuck in the same predicament.
Yeah, in reality, that's but in dreams, I wouldn't say I wouldn't agree that much with this. But when he wakes up, then it's definitely the same. Yeah, kind of. It's more like if he would turn into something else in reality, or in a controlled dream, not in a dream where imagination is the king.
Really? That sounds pretty terrible. Then what should I do?
Yep, and that's turn to a physician. I mean, go to a physician and ask advices there, and talk it out, and work on your mental health. And it's not just for you; it's for everybody who is ever going to listen to this. That's the best thing you can do. You would be surprised by the differences that can make.
I don't know everything that you're going through, but how about replacing your hammer?
Haha, one thing.
Huh? Replacing my hammer?
That's right. Having worked for such a long time, you of all people must know what makes a good hammer.
Well, of course. A good hammer needs to be heavy enough to drive the nail in with just a couple taps. And the handle has to have a good grip to it, not too smooth. Come to think of it, I haven't replaced my current hammer in quite some time.
You should replace it. Then decorate the handle with something you like. Maybe some ornaments, fur, or hard leather wrapping. Then write the names of your children on it.
Oh, that okay, that's a good advice actually. So making changes that you will enjoy your current life better. That's all. That works also. That's actually a very good thing to go for. Sorry, I'm arranging stuff here. Oh.
That makes sense. I think it'd give me a good boost of energy at work.
A new sense of adventure often begins with the little things in life. You don't need to become a bird in the air or a fish in the sea. You only need to do your best in life, and all those things you cherish will become your source of happiness.
Yep.
Yes, I get it now. This is a real eye-opener for me.
Psychologist. That's the best. One of the best things we need in life, because it would be good if I wouldn't need them, but everybody has issues, and if they actually turn to someone who knows what they are talking about, or how to make you actually realize stuff, because this is okay, deeply implied, but so it's not that the parent definitely here, because probably they had to condense it, but actually is there, or maybe it wasn't even a conscious thing to put it there, but the situation is that the thing is that psychologists talk to people in a way and ask the questions to make people realize their even their fears or their memories or their desires or whatnot. They make the questions not telling you what you should do or how you should see things, because if people just tell you things, sometimes with small things it works, but the main issue has to come out from come from your self, from inside, that you already know. I mean, not know consciously, but subconsciously it's there already. Well,
I'll go and pick out a new hammer right away. No, I should make one of my own.
Yep.
Thank you, Great Dendro Archon.
Yeah, oh, that's a great Dendro Archon.
That's our Nahida. Only you would know how to get right to the heart of the problem.
Yep.
Actually, I didn't really understand the problem.
Yeah, and that's also true to psychologists that way. I mean, they probably more understanding, but it's more like they understand the system, how it works, not the so many different people, and everybody says that my issue is different, my issue is different, my issue is different, but the patterns are the same. the patterns are that make our mind work, and how it brings out stuff. It works the same way with everyone. Maybe some exclusions are in extreme situations or extreme personalities with extreme mental health issues, but 99.9.9 okay, that's not how it works. 99.99999% it's the same, because we're having the same biology.
Huh? I gave him that advice because I once saw a worker doing the same thing.
Yes,
Whenever he became tired, he would look at some names on the handle of his tool.
that's what I'm saying. It's a pattern. It's not the exact thing, but it works for everyone because it's a pattern.
After a moment, he'd start to smile. It really surprised me at the time. My guess is that the names on the handle were of important people to him.
I think I understand. You were just drawing from a similar example.
After observation, I know this kind of behavior motivates people. But why is that? Is it because of excitement, anticipation, or helplessness? I really don't know. And even if I could know what's going through his mind, it's still difficult to fully grasp his feelings. Oh, Paimon gets what you mean. Huh. Paimon had no idea it takes you so much effort to understand these kinds of things. That's why I was a bit nervous just now. But luckily, seeing his happy face in the end reassured me that I didn't say anything wrong. Don't mind me, though. This is just my way of learning.
And it's cool. I'm happy to help you if you ever need it.
Hey, don't forget about Paimon! Everyone knows that Paimon's also super skilled at reading people's feelings. Thanks, you two. That makes me feel a lot better. Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
I already asked the experts my question earlier, but I wanted to hear the Dendro Archon's response too. What should I do if I want to see my deceased wife in my dreams every night?
Longing for the deceased.
Is she remembering something about Greater Lord Kadavata? No, she shouldn't be able to remember anymore.
Even if you keep reliving those beautiful memories, it'll only highlight the emptiness in your real life.
What I said... Oh, I'm so smart.
If your wife were still alive, she certainly wouldn't want to see you like this, would she?
And that's another aspect. Okay, I did not say that. Yeah, okay, she's smarter.
No, I suppose not. But our time together in my dreams is not just reliving our past together.
Yes, new experiences.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I miss her too much. But it's really as if she had come back to life in my dreams.
Yeah, that can be confusing.
She even remembers each and every dream. After I wake up and then continue dreaming again later, we can pick up our conversation right where we last left off.
Okay. That's disconcerting in that regard, that that's not usual. First, it can happen. I have reoccurring dreams, but I don't have, had more like. Sometimes I have, but there were times when those were like very reoccurring. But they weren't continuations of each of them. So I would guess that there could be like an actual issue here that we might even get into in this story. Might not. I'm just guessing here.
That's really amazing. Statistically speaking, continuous dreams are extremely rare.
Just as I said.
It's almost as if my wife has obtained a second life in my dreams. But the more vivid she appears, the emptier I feel, and the more painful it is when I wake up. I don't know whether to call it a blessing or a curse.
Well, many people would. This is not funny in this case, but would call it succubus. Succubus?
Maybe all of this is rooted in your deep longing for her. Were there any unresolved matters or regrets between the two of you?
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know. I suppose my biggest regret is that I couldn't spend the rest of my life with her. I really felt like I was ready to move on. I wouldn't be so hesitant now if it weren't for these hyper-realistic dreams I've been having.
Okay, that sounds really disturbing in one aspect.
Huh. You know, they say that whatever's on your mind is what goes into your dreams. But dreams are and will forever be just dreams. We are people living in the real world.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
It's not good to be overly obsessed with dreams. All it'll do is fill up your mind and eat away at your thoughts.
Yep.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm also a little disappointed in myself. I still need to take care of our child.
Oh, and yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I mean, he's not making a point, or maybe he is, but that's the problem with escapism, because it can be cool if it's with moderation first, and it's also if it doesn't affect negatively your life, your everyday life, then by all means do it. But but as soon as you get disappointed in yourself because you're too much into what your choice of escapism is, then that's a problem. It might be the problem that if you're doing it with moderation and you're still feeling it, then how you look at that type of thing, it can be that, but in most cases that it's not with moderation. So, for example, if someone with every day when they were growing up, they got from their parents that gaming is like a childish thing, you're just wasting your time and whatnot. And then when you grow up and your parents are not there and you're allowed to game whenever you want, and you do it with moderation, so it's not a bad thing. You have your time for it. You have your money. You're having your fun, but you feel disappointed in yourself because that's how you grew up. That you should feel ashamed because it's just childish and you're a grown up now and whatnot. Then that's a problem, and that needs to be resolved in that way, that you shouldn't feel that way. So somehow you have to make peace with yourself and with your thoughts. But if you're like with you shouldn't drink and whatnot when you're like 20, okay, in America 21, in my country it's 18. So when you're a young adult who is drinking with the friends and having fun, and you lose your control and you're drinking when you're 30 and too much, and you're like wasting money on it and wasting your time on it, that you should put in different things. Then even if it's not on the extremes, then you might moderate it better, or even quit it if it makes that kind of issues, because then it's not a disappointment. It's not the disappointment that's the problem, but the issue itself, your escapism itself, is the problem. So you have to figure out where the problem lies here. It could be here. That it takes away time
And it's
real
probably
life.
not good to let her see me in such a state. Anyway, thanks for your advice, Great Dendro Archon.
Yep, issues might not be resolved that quickly.
I'm a little worried about him. I hope he can find a way to cheer up soon.
And not with another type of escapism, because that can be like people are just migrating from one thing to another. Like for example, oh, I'm getting into this so much. So when I was in college, in the third year, I was getting into partying that way that alcohol got involved. Before that, I wasn't. But it was after a bad breakup, and I was like, I was drinking not because of that's how I got fun. That could end bad as well, but I have no problem with that if it's with moderation. But that was because of the breakup, so I used it as an escapism, and I used it excessively. Not. I did not get addicted to it, but maybe just some things would have been different, and I would have been addicted to it. So it's more like there was, and I'm not getting into that too much, but there was another type of thing that came. In like half a year, not even that, like 4 months, 3 4. No, not even that much. 2 3 months. There was another thing that I got into, and it's not that I did that with moderation as well. That could have ended bad as well, but it's more like when I started that other thing, then alcohol was not really involved anymore. I'm trying to get another expression there, but I'm not that good in English. So I changed my type of escapism, and it wasn't like I got another, and now I had two problems. It can happen as well, but one problem, because my escapism wasn't actually the problem. The breakup was the problem, and the other thing that I used brought me out of that feeling. So that's how I did not get addicted, because addiction is usually connected with bad feelings, but the bad feelings went away. So maybe it was just with time, or maybe. Oh shit! Okay, sorry, I have to arrange something here. Just a second. Alrighty. So that's why it's so important to understand what is actually your problem, why you are choosing any type of escapism, and that's why mental issues, but not just mental issues, but usually it's that. In excessively most cases, it's that. So you should talk, if you're having that, you should talk to a physician about it, and because you might not even know what the problem is. In many situations, that's the case. Many situations, those are unresolved things in the past, but you don't know that it's affecting your life still. It's like what I said. It's something that triggers, just as in dreams, something that triggers a synapse, but it's neurologically connected to something else. But now that something else is the active, but it's not in upfront, but that anything in your life is connected to that. So everything you experience in life, because that is active, you always have that type of connection. Oh, that's not actually how it works, but that's how I imagine it, and how I see its logic. But it might be, actually. But that's the thing. You have an unresolved, deep, subconscious thing that you don't know how to bring, because you don't even know how that you should look for it. Maybe you know that part. And people think that, I'm not going to a psychologist because I'm not crazy. That's not craziness. That's because our mind is so many times conflicted, and it has its system to work, and that system is not. It doesn't know society and whatnot that you're living in. It doesn't know life in a way that interpreting it exactly how it is. It's more like those are the patterns that activate and deactivate things. And when you find that, and it becomes conscious, and then you can interpret it in a way that how you as a person think and how society works, you can implement it in, then you can resolve it, and now you don't you might not need the escapism, or you might rearrange the things that how you are getting involved with your escapism, and more like how you are involved in resolving that issue, because now it's apparent. Now you can change stuff about it. So getting conscious about, self-conscious, definitely, about your issues is very important, and that's where psychologists can help with that. That's the most important thing about it. Actually, they will not be able to change your life. They are able to make you understand what needs to be changed in your life, and because you understand it, that's why it gets easier for you to change your life. They're not doing it for you. They're just happy you understand.
I think I can handle things from here. You don't need to stay here if you find it boring.
It's not
You're
boring.
here to have a good time after all.
Okay, that took up way more. So that's what I thought that I will not be doing. That's what I was doing. All right, where am I going? Actually, check on Elman, who is depressed. Wait, where's the guy? Oh, there you are.
Are you feeling any better now?
Hmm?
Yes. I think the Dendro Archon made a really good point. I need to stop dwelling on my wife like this and move on with my life.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, my wife and I always meet at a familiar place in my dreams.
Yes?
I know where that place exists in reality, but it's a bit far and dangerous. I don't dare to go there on my own.
Whoa.
But at the same time, I feel as if I should go and have a look anyway. Perhaps I'll be able to move on once I see that there's nothing there.
That's actually, yeah, the way he thinks about it is very good. If it's not the type of issue, and if someone is not thinking it through, then it could be just another type of escapism. If it wouldn't be like something that he would be able to visit just rarely or occasionally, maybe like in this case, maybe just once. But it would be like a pub. Then someone would like, okay, there I can go and forget. But that's what actually they shouldn't do, because that's how I said, changing the escapism form. not the issue. In this case, I would think it would give him part of the closure, maybe a first step or second in his closure, which he really needs that closure. Sounds like a good plan.
Otherwise, I'll keep on feeling like everything is covered in a haze. Like I'm only half awake.
Yes.
Once I can stop dreaming about that place, I'll probably be able to get my life back together. Actually, you two are adventurers, right? If it's okay with you, could you escort me to that place?
Sure, let's go have a look. Let's go get a breath of fresh air. Oh, sorry. And it's probably not, but I can think of a place where this might be. But it's probably not that. Okay, sure, let's go have a look.
It might also be a good chance for us to unwind. Even if you can't see your wife there, taking in some nice scenery will definitely help cheer you up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Alright, go ahead and get yourself ready then.
Speaking of longing for the deceased, I'd better tell Nahida about Greater Lord. Really? I mean, oh, Nahida should at least know that she once existed in this world. She feels something about this.
Are you headed off to some interesting place without telling me again? Huh? Wait, aren't you supposed to be answering questions? I just finished, and I really got a lot out of it. So many interesting and novel thoughts.
A true psychologist.
Anyway, it looks like you're going somewhere. Why don't you take me with you?
Yay!
Oh, there's no need to trouble you, great Dendro Archon. I imagine you must have many other important things to deal with.
Oh, this guy.
No need to stand on ceremony. Besides, I wouldn't have asked to come along if I didn't have a good reason.
And what is that?
I wanted to use this opportunity to discuss with you some things that are puzzling me right now.
Right.
Huh. I didn't know the great Dendro Archon could become puzzled too.
Now your thoughts are shattered.
I'm not all that different from you, you know. Alright, let's go. We can talk on the way.
I'd better go with her. The whole Greater Lord Rukkhadevata thing will take some explaining. Okay, am I too silent? Maybe. How does it change? When I talk and it gets into the yellow? But it's sometimes it's just inches that makes so much difference. Like now I'm barely going to over the green. I mean, I'm talking about this equalizer thing here, where I'm seeing how loud I am, and I'm aiming always to when I talk, it should be in the yellow part. And because I'm not that excited, obnoxious type of guy streaming, so I'm usually in the quieter parts. But like last time with the same settings, it was actually going at the far end of the yellow and with a lot of times into the red. Which is not that bad, because until I'm not getting really into the red, there's no clipping or whatnot. But here even when I'm saying this is when I have to be this loud for getting to the red, and it's problematic because I want okay here no, it's the same. So
easier with a few different identities to choose from.
So even if I change where the microphone is, and I did not change anything with the levels, it's different. It's more quiet. So I hope that I can be heard well. If anyone ever will going to listen to this.
For you?
Or even care. Okay, so Is it that? No, it's not that, because what I thought is that top. I mean, I think I thought about that, and we're going there. Oh, and much closer. So I was thinking about here, but it's a similar place, nonetheless. Should I go from here? So, are we going to tell her about Rukkhadevata? I mean, she is, and she might
Take it easy.
take it. I mean, she's probably going to take it well, so it's not even about that. Can I? Yeah, I cannot hit the boars with that. I realized it last time. I can run next to the boars, which is cool. So they don't get triggered when I'm running like that, but oh, it's not even on the high end. Why would this guy say it's dangerous? It's probably not this place. It's just.
It's always nice to go for a leisurely stroll.
Do adventurers often go to places like this?
We usually journey through far more dangerous places than this.
I guess so.
So, this is where you always meet your wife in your dreams?
Yes, for the most part. Our place is on the summit, just up ahead.
So, the summit, as I said.
When I saw her in my dreams, we didn't do anything but talk about ordinary, mundane topics. I'd tell her about our daughter, Haidar. She always listened intently.
That's... I wouldn't guess that's a girl's name.
She would also reminisce about the past with me, telling me interesting stories and cracking jokes. It feels like no matter how long we may chat, it's never enough.
Sometimes, it's the little things in life that matter the most. This is the part I'm a little puzzled about. I'm very familiar with dreams, and normally, they lack logic and continuity.
Yep, the continuity. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But you said she could remember what you had told her before, right?
I mean, even if it's a dream, he would remember, not the deceased wife. But in this case, that's what I said. That we probably get into it and investigate it.
That's right. She always listened to me carefully in real life, and now she's doing the same in my dreams.
Well, that's not surprising.
She always surprises me with some details from our lives in the real world. The fact that she can remember such things makes me feel like she's alive.
Whoa, that's pretty weird. Well, dreams are kind of weird to begin with.
It might be actually a succubus.
However, the problem is that his dreams have too much structure and continuity.
Yep.
Most dreams are far more fragile than you can imagine. For example, a loud noise outside your window in the real world could cause your dream self to get loaded into and fired out of a big cannon.
Yep. That's definitely.
Another example. If you're thirsty in the real world, then you might find yourself trudging through a desert in your dream.
Yes.
But the appearance of your wife seems unusually stable and unaffected by any outside interference. Statistically, this should be extremely rare.
Yep. Just as I said.
I don't understand it either. But I have no reason to suspect or reject these dreams. They're too beautiful.
But I'm saying that just as I said. Oh, okay. Usually I'm saying that I'm not really bragging. I'm like not not even reflecting. It's more like I feel like how I see things are getting justified. Not justified. Reassured, maybe. Well, I'm looking up a word for it. Reflected, maybe. Confirmed. Yes, that's basically the word that I would go for. So that's why I'm so excited about it when I figure out something in advance, because I feel like I'm how I see things are getting confirmed, which is an important thing for me. So and I really like it, really enjoy it. Indeed, I agree. It doesn't really feel like a cause for concern.
But I still want to figure out the how and the why. These kind of dreams are novel to me as well. That's why I want to have a look at the scene your dreams have been taking place at. Let's go. Just think of it as a nice little hike to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I have like half an hour left, so we're not getting too deep. I mean, we're getting deep, but not too deep into the story, and that way that I'm probably going to be able to go just like halfway at most. I'm curious how short these would be if I wouldn't fill it up with all the different, not rants, with the different monologues that I have between them. There we are.
Well, he really wasn't kidding. This place definitely isn't safe.
Okay, I get it now.
No matter. We'll just finish them quickly. Huh? Are you going to fight too, Nahida? Of course. This is all part of our little trip.
That's why she was going, haha. Oh, we're getting Nahida. That's cool because I like this.
Over here. Jump on up.
Pear! Frost is coming!
Yeah. Oh, that looks so much better than I thought.
The scenery here is amazing. It also seems like a great spot for eating snacks and taking a nap. Paimon wouldn't mind spending some time here every day either. I've yet to see anything strange about this place. I do not plan to deny the power of longing. Such an intense but unquantifiable emotion could indeed have the power to organize dreams.
Unquantifiable, new word.
His wife must be a really amazing person.
Must have been.
Huh? Wait, where'd he go?
Oh,
So you are waiting for me here? Well, guess what? I've brought someone amazing with me today.
okay.
When the Dendro Archon said she wanted to come with me, I could hardly believe it. I'll bring Haidar once I'm more familiar with the way here. She's been telling me that she really misses you.
Okay. Concerning.
Huh? What's wrong with him? There's nobody there.
Wait, Minar. Don't go that way. It's dangerous.
Uh-oh, he's gonna fall. Catch him!
Ooh, you rush to stop him who is walking towards the edge of the cliff.
Luckily he didn't fall. But what was all that rambling about? He also looks like he's passed out. He's in a dream now. What he said just now matches almost perfectly with the dreams he's described to us earlier. Oh, so he fell asleep and started to have the same dream? I find it a little strange as well, but we mustn't awaken someone while they're sleepwalking. All we can do is sit here and wait.
That's an urban legend first. I mean, it has to be done carefully, but they definitely should be waking up. It's just it should be in a safe place. But it's not like a never. No, you shouldn't. So it's not like it's like waking people up. Okay, so it's complicated that way. But more like, why would he ask for how to get the same dream every night if basically he has the same dream every night? Maybe not every night, but it's a frequent thing, and it was probably about him trying to be the subconscious part, him trying to be in control of that thing. So he probably was longing for that closure, and for getting dwelt into that, he might have been conflicted and felt like he wants to get deeper into it, but the subconscious was probably, I don't know, it's complicated. Definitely to explain it is complicated, but that's what I'm guessing here. Okay, I'm just, I don't have the time for thinking that much about it. Hey.
Huh? Minar. Where's Minar?
You're awake, man.
Oh, good! You're finally awake!
What happened?
You were sleepwalking and almost fell.
Huh? Sleepwalking? Oh, right. It was all just a dream. The moment I reached the summit, I saw my wife, Minar, sitting there, and walked over to her. After I introduced her to you, she seemed a little flustered and started walking away. I told her to stop because of the cliff. And then she seemed to suddenly disappear. A strong wind started to blow around me and the sky grew dark. When I realized something wasn't right, I woke up.
No, you didn't.
That sounds pretty wild. Maybe you were just too tired.
I don't think so. I slept a lot yesterday, and I don't feel very sleepy now.
Maybe we've affected the way his subconscious constructs dreams by following him here.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Anyway, all that matters is that you woke up safe and sound.
Yep.
I think I know what happened now. I'm sorry. If it weren't for you, I would have fallen.
Let's head back now. Don't come back to this place again for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Nahida, what's on your mind? Paimon's a little worried now. We still don't have enough evidence to work off of, so it's hard to draw any reliable conclusions yet. But I'm concerned that Ilmon's case may not be unique to him.
Okay, so there's a situation that he gets affected by, and probably because it's somewhere, because it's connected to this place, and this place is connected to his memories about her wife, his wife. But most people, this place is just a random place.
Oh, right! Come to think of it, there were lots of people from the event who had vivid memories of their dreams.
Maybe this phenomenon is already spreading.
Right. And not only at a moment of dreams, there may be people like this all across Sumeru. We need to understand what's happening and the rate of its development as soon as possible. Then there's no time to lose. Let's head back. Stop standing there, Ilmon. Let's go.
I mean, I would investigate here. Okay, he's having second thoughts. Return to blah 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 to ascertain the situation. So this is not exactly okay. It was there, I think there where I was making some pictures of Nahida. Probably. Okay, I'm getting into probably one more scene. Because I don't want to... I don't want to leave in the middle of one, because they can get long sometimes. If it's a short scene, then okay, then we're getting another one.
Already. How'd it go?
We have an emergency on our hands. Please notify everyone here that while they can continue to discuss their dreams, they mustn't try to visit or recreate the locations and scenes that they have been experiencing in them.
Okay, so it's not one place, but it's special to everyone.
What? All right, if that's the wish of the great Dendro Archon. But could you at least tell me what happened? You all look so serious.
You tell Padrush what happened on your trip with the man?
I see. I never knew even a dream could be so dangerous. Don't worry. I'll be sure to notify all the event participants and inform the other staff members about what has happened. Using the event registration list, I should be able to contact more people that were interested in dreams and warn them about the situation.
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
Okay.
Let me confirm if all of today's participants are still here. Atta has already left. It seemed that he was on his way to make a hammer, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, wait a second. Where's Katya?
Yeah, Atta had a different situation issue, so it's not a problem, I think.
Has anyone seen Katya? Has she already left?
Oh, I think she already left. She said there was somewhere she wanted to go.
Oh no. Did she want to look for the place from her dreams too? Can you tell us where she went?
Yes, she did briefly mention it. Somewhere near Chatrakam Cave.
Alright, thank you. We'll go look for her. Please help us tell the others not to do anything reckless.
Sure thing. Who would have known things would have turned out like this?
Oh. Okay, sorry. That's wrong button. Chatrakam Cave. Oh, I was so
She's sitting over
fuck.
there and surrounded by monsters.
I was so far. I did not get close just because I did not want to fall.
Come on, let's rescue her.
And he probably died. Yes, there you go. Fuck it. Oh, I fucked it up. Whatever.
Quietly now.
Over here! Shifana!
Oh yeah, I have Nahida as well.
I see everything.
Gotcha.
Shit. Shit. Shit! I'm not used to dead people in my team.
She seems to be in the same condition as Ilman earlier.
Yes, but luckily she hasn't been injured or jolted awake yet. Let's carefully move her somewhere safer.
See you tomorrow, Professor Aisha. Huh? Why am I back here again?
Nobody else is here. You were dreaming just now.
Dreaming? But what about Professor Aisha? Oh, I see. It was all just a dream. Well, that makes sense. After all, it hasn't changed a single bit.
Huh? What's it?
Nearly 20 years, and it still hasn't bloomed.
Does it have something to do with your dream? Please, tell us what you mean.
Sorry. I'm still feeling a little groggy. Please give me a moment here.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Where to start? Right. This plant. So, Professor Aisha gave me this plant just before she left. She was a good friend of my parents, and my first real tutor. She was also an outstanding Amorta researcher. In addition to her extraordinary academic talents, she was also skilled in combat, and would accept lots of work from the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, so you mean she's left on an adventure?
Yes. When I was about 10 years old, she told me that she must go look for the secrets of the Abyss, and that she would be gone for a long time. I grabbed hold of her and wouldn't let go. I didn't know what the Abyss was. I just knew that she was like family to me. She hugged me, and we cried for some time until I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was already back home. She still decided to leave, but had left behind a letter for me saying that I was the person she cared for most in this world. She claimed that investigating the Abyss could help more ordinary people protect the people and things they care about. She had obtained some important evidence during her past adventures. If she didn't set off right away, she might miss the perfect opportunity.
Guess Ad Astra Abyssosque isn't just a slogan.
She left a seed in the letter, telling me that if it sprouted and bloomed, then she'd come back no matter what sort of risky situation she was in. She said she looked forward to seeing me all grown up. But strangely, I've tried watering it, feeding it, everything I could think of. But I've never been able to get it to bloom. I even went to ask the Amorta researchers, and they couldn't explain it either.
May I have a look at the plant?
Of course. I was hoping the great Dendro Archon could help me solve this problem.
Okay.
Let me see.
Huh? We've never seen that look on Nahida's face before.
I mean, talk to yourself. Wait, could it be an expression pleading for help? Pleading for help? Pleading?
She looks a little unwell. Hold on, we'll be right back.
What? Even she gets affected?
What's wrong, Nahida? You can't tell what's wrong with the plant either?
No, I immediately understood what's happening with that plant. I'm just not sure if I should say it.
Huh?
This plant is not known to the academic world. It's a new species that our teacher managed to cultivate by some special means. Judging by its features, I can tell from the moment it sprouted it'll never be able to bloom.
It can't be.
It means that this Professor Aisha she keeps mentioning might have foreseen the danger and was prepared to never return.
Oh, whoa.
From my experience observing people, she would undoubtedly regard this as a brutal revelation. When forced to confront such brutal truths, people may break down into tears, talk nonsense, or lose their tempers. I know she has to face the truth, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt her. Tell me, what should I do?
Okay, so here the situation is more like it would be more like a lesson to. Oh shit. Okay, I might need to call this guy back. Let's just finish the scene. So, so the problem is that we're going to relate this to the Ruka, the Greater Lord Ruka Devata thing. That telling her it would mean that her older self will never return.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Seems like you've already got a good idea of the feelings she might experience.
And we are going to be worried, especially now if we will experience something extreme from her, that we will be worried that Nahida will react react the same way to her past. Okay, tell her.
Wouldn't that mean I'm just pushing it all on you? What if she just gets angry at you instead?
Well, we don't care.
It's alright. There are all kinds of people, and the examples you observed are just the most extreme cases.
I've seen many situations like this before. There's always a way to work through it.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's go back and tell her.
Okay.
Huh? It'll never bloom? But how is that possible? If a plant is unable to bloom, doesn't that mean it can't reproduce either? All that's left for it to do is slowly wither away.
Yep. And the thing is that she's concerned about the plant, but the plant is not important here. The person is important here who gave her the plant. It seems like that may be exactly what your teacher intended. She meant to convey a message through the plant's true nature.
Are you saying she never intended to return? Seriously? So everything she said was a lie?
Why would that's something that I will never understand. I will never understand. So taking one aspect of something, one small detail, and assuming that everything is about that detail. Oh, that's so fucking extreme. And I'm angry. I'm angry about thinking that people think like that. What?
But she meant well. Since the separation was inevitable, she hoped that you would be able to come to grips with such a cruel parting a little later in life.
She really cared about you.
Yeah, her love, care, and attention to you, all those warm moments were real.
I guess she had hoped that you could understand and respect her choice after learning the truth.
I see. Sorry, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's just so much to take in. The dreams are so beautiful, yet reality is heartlessly cold.
Yep.
I really thought she had come back. I had so much to tell her.
I can understand your grief. I actually really do. We're trying to investigate these dreams.
These dreams may not be as pure and beautiful as they seem. Some kind of power may be exploiting your feelings.
Really?
Succubus.
Yes. So with that in mind, until our investigation is completed, please return to the event and ignore any further temptations from your dreams.
I see. Thank you for rescuing me, and sorry for the trouble. Luckily, the plant didn't get hurt either. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything left to remember her by.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. She seems to have finally accepted the truth, but I think she'll still need a long time to come to terms with her feelings. I saw her waver the moment you mentioned love.
Uh-huh.
It was almost like a gentle rain, arriving just in time to put out a fire that was about to spread.
It's because people have something called empathy.
Oh yeah.
Empathy? I see. This is valuable knowledge indeed.
By the way, you said there may be something that's trying to exploit their feelings. Any idea what that might be?
And first, that she doesn't know empathy, and the other thing is that now that we have mentioned it, we're not explaining it. That's okay. I get it that it's for us viewers that we know what empathy is, but actually many people don't. And so like explaining something like that in the game's language, maybe they will do that actually. So, but that is something that I would find important in a way, how this game usually operates with this kind of stuff.
Yes. What's common between Ilmon and Katya's cases is that they've both lost someone dear to them. And now, they get to meet the people they cherish in their dreams again, and the people feel more real than anything a regular dream could hope to create. Instead of interpreting it as a result of their longing, I have to consider a more antagonistic explanation. Someone is taking advantage of their longing.
But what would be the motive?
Yeah, they're just causing these people to dream. What are they after?
This is exactly what we need to investigate. Anyway, let's pay another visit to a moment of dreams. I have a bad feeling about all this. I hope things haven't gotten any worse.
Okay. So that's where we are going to continue later. It would have been better if the point where I should go would have stayed here, because now I will trigger this accidentally, maybe. So that's why I started, because now that I started, I will try to continue it and finish it, so it's, you know, I will be less procrastinating, but I'm going to go to Fontaine before I will do anything stupid like that. And I got a call, so I have to go even earlier than I thought. But whatever, because this was also like about 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes. So another 20 minutes I wouldn't really have. So yeah, I guess thank you for watching. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.